Americans are watching this and saying nothing is working. This is serious.
Well, they're 9 months in and they have nothing to point to. And I would argue that the policy positions of Biden and Harris are losers. Nobody wants the policy positions of Joe Biden pinned to their donkey. They just don't. You don't see their cabinet out there vehemently arguing for these policies. As Martha McCallum pointed out, where's Pete Buttigieg with all the containers and shipping problems that we have and the trucking problems we have in the fulfillment industry? He's nowhere. So, and in Virginia specifically, Terry McAuliffe, who's a very seasoned political operative, running for governor again, has said Biden-Harris bring headwinds. And in the final 3 weeks of his campaign, you have Barack Obama going there, but you don't have Joe Biden going there. You don't have Kamala Harris going there. That is very telling.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And these are the same people that talked crap about President Obama when he was fighting to pass life-altering legislation in the form of the Affordable Care Act. You know, Obamacare. You see, folks, talk is cheap. And the easiest thing in the world to do is attack and criticize from the sidelines. What President Biden is on the verge of doing is changing our lives for the better. This infrastructure bill is the largest package in the history of the United States, and we haven't even seen anything even remotely close to this since President Franklin Delano Roosevelt passed his infrastructure bill. You know, the bill that built America and ended the Great Depression? You would think a bill this massive with so many components that benefit Americans would be easy to pass and worth fighting for, because hell, anything this good is worth fighting for. Let the media and the radical right wing take all the shots they want. We're going to get this bill passed and we will rebuild America. By the way, I talked about President Obama's historic health care bill and President Biden working to pass this infrastructure bill. Someone remind me what life-altering legislation Trump passed during his 4 horrendous years in office. Oh yeah, that's right, a $2 trillion tax cut to the wealthiest 0.001%, money well spent, right? Jason Chaffetz is saying that folks in West Virginia will not benefit from this infrastructure bill. I mean, really? Excuse me? Folks in West Virginia will not benefit from an infrastructure bill? The state that is dead last in infrastructure will not benefit from an investment that will bring millions of jobs, and I'm talking good-paying jobs. This guy's an absolute jackaloon. Jason Chaffetz is a Republican political hack who didn't even wait 5 minutes after quitting Congress to run straight to Rupert Murdoch and beg for a job where he can spew filth, hate, and lie on TV. Since that's apparently how it's done at Fox News, they welcomed him with open arms. And the only thing that this jackaloon did in 10 years in Congress is scream the emails about Secretary Clinton. You see, folks, that's the point. They don't want to pass meaningful legislation that will better our lives. The Republican Party just wants to divide us and keep their donors elevated and happy. That's why we must make sure that we defeat them in 2022 and beyond. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.